This is the Squier Sonic Telecaster. This is the Fender Player 2 Modified Telecaster. This is the Fender Custom Shop 1963 Telecaster. 3 Telecasters, they're all blue. Which one's the best? Hey, how's it going? Okay, welcome back to one of my comparison videos. So we're gonna start off with a blind tone challenge, and you're gonna hear them and then guess which one is which, and maybe you can, pick one out that you like, that you think sounds the best to you. And hopefully, this is always the hope that everybody wants, the cheapest one is the best sounding, because then people can brag about it and say, like, see, those overpriced, garbage, super expensive guitars, there's no point. And maybe you're right, I don't know. All right, let's do the blind tone challenge. We're gonna play clean, we're gonna play dirty, we're gonna play without you seeing which guitar is which, and then we'll reveal at the end, but make sure to leave a comment and let me know which one you like the best. And for today's sponsor, it's, I'll have one. Today's sponsor is the 1977 Kenner Jawa figurine that I have on the shelf behind me. Thank you, Jawa. Okay, no sponsor for today's video. I ran out of sponsors. I don't even know what that means. Okay, hope that was fun. I like blind tone challenges. I always get them wrong. I suck at them whenever I've done them. I mean, whenever I've been attempting to do them. Not do them, when I'm responding to them. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I have full long videos, like deep dive videos, or longer videos going over each guitar in detail, and I'll link them in the description. So you can go check those out after if you want to know more about each guitar. But right now, I just want to focus on kind of the main differences. And then I'll tell you what I like about each guitar. And maybe I'll pick a favorite. So let's talk about the Squier Sonic Telecaster. This is the lowest priced Telecaster you can get from Fender's line of Squier guitars. There's also an Amazon version, but we're not going to include that because that's like a special Amazon only. So if you discount that one, I mean, if you take it out of the equation, this is the lowest priced. Today, they're $230.99, which is the weirdest pricing. Today, guitars have the weirdest pricing. Why isn't it like $229 or $219, something cool looking? $230.99 in US, that's the price. So this one is, it's really nice. I'm always amazed how nice these are because they've really upped, like this used to be the Bullet line and now it's the Sonic, which replaced it. And they definitely upped the quality. Like this neck, is it a neck? Yes. The neck on this, I'm trying to say, words are tough sometimes in the summertime when it's hot. The brains don't work right. So what I'm trying to say is This is a blue Telecaster. I'm just gonna pop up the specs on screen. You can follow along with me. And then I'm gonna have them side by side so you can see what the difference is in one quick shot, right? It's a poplar body. This is called California Blue. It's a polyester finish. Polyester. Sorry. Not polyurethane. It says polyester. If that's a typo, then it's a typo. C-shaped neck. It's like a thinner C-shaped neck. 9.5-inch radius. Laurel fretboard. We got 21 frets. 25.5-inch scale length. 1.650 nut width. Synthetic bone. Ceramic pickups. That's what we got in here. Ceramic Tele pickups. They're just called the Squier ceramic Tele single coils. 3-way switch. 1 volume, 1 tone. Not a string through. It's a top loading. And what else is there to mention about it? It just feels nice. It feels like a good guitar. The satiny finish on the neck is very nice. So I think that covers it. I'm sure I'm missing a couple things. This one's a little bit heavier. It's thicker. Oh, I will mention the body on that one is thinner. And you can see that right now. Let's get it on camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. Do you see it? Do you see the difference? Hopefully. If not, pause it, take a screenshot, go print it out on a giant poster, put it on a wall, and stare at it for a couple hours. You'll see it eventually. This is the Fender Player 2 Modified Telecaster. This series just came out this year, and I don't know when you're watching this, so maybe that's a lie. Came out in 2025. These are made in Ensenada. I forgot to mention, where are you made? You're made in China. China, Ensenada. This is the Player 2 series, and they've hot rodded it. So it's got locking tuners, it's alder body, and it's got electric blue finish, satin urethane neck. Doesn't say what that one is, but it's got to be like a satin urethane. This one just feels nicer. These necks, I love Fender necks. I said it in my last video about Fender. I have a Fender bias, so if I sound like I'm biased towards Fender, it's totally 100% accurate. 9.5-inch radius, maple neck. It's a one piece, I can tell. They don't have a maple fretboard on it. And what else? 22 frets instead of the 21. Medium jumbo frets. It didn't say what the frets were on the Squier. They're cheaper, smaller ones. When I say cheaper, I mean the metal is probably weaker. Tusk nut, which is an upgrade, right? Locking tuners. Did I mention that? Noiseless pickups. I'm curious now, could anybody tell which one were the noiseless in that blind tone challenge? Got a 3-way switch, 1 volume, 1 tone. The tone pulls up and becomes what was it again? It's all from memory. If I'm getting this wrong, I'm gonna put it on screen. And my editor is gonna correct it. That's right, me, I'm my editor. I think it's a series switch. So it puts these into like a humbucker mode, no matter which position you're in. And it's got a treble bleed on the volume tone, on the volume knob. How you doing today? The volume tone. And it comes with a deluxe gig bag. I'll mention that. The Squier comes in a box. So if you want to bring your box to your gigs, you're welcome to. You know, they don't last in the rain. It's cardboard. So anything else? String through. It's got the F on the neck plate. Very nice neck. Yeah. Price. Again, actually that price doesn't look too weird. $1,049.99. Again, US. People are like, how much does it cost? I'm like, go look it up wherever you're looking it up from, like whatever country you're in, because the prices may vary. And yeah. So this is a Fender Custom Shop, 1963 relic. It's got a light relic on it, and I'll explain what that is in case you've never heard of that. So it's modeling a 1963 Fender Telecaster. It has, everything's kind of worn looking, like it's got this vintage worn out relic. They call it light relicing. So the neck is, it looks like somebody played it for a few years. I don't pretend that I think that it has been played for a few years. I know it's a relic, right? There's the whole relic. People hate relics. People love relics. It just feels nice. and you can ding it into things and you don't care. So, yeah, it has that worn-in feeling. Let's go down the specs. Nitrocellulose lacquer, right? This is a Lake Placid blue, and it's got cracks in it and stuff and little dings. It's a rift sawn maple neck. Can we see that? If you're into woodworking, you'll know what that means. I don't know what that means. It's a 60s oval C neck. Feels really nice. Not fat. 60s necks have a tendency to be thinner than 50s necks. AAA rosewood neck. Not neck. AAA rosewood fretboard, which sounds like, you know when you buy steak and it's like AAA steak? I don't think it has anything to do with that. 21 frets. Got these inlays are like clay. Narrow tall 6105 frets. They actually look big though. They don't look narrow to me. 1.65 inch bone nut. All three guitars have the same nut. They're all nuts. Vintage style pickups. They're called, where are you? Custom shop hand wound, twisted telly single coil. One volume, one tone, 3-way switch, string through, custom shop logo on the back, custom shop plate. Anything else? I think that's it. Feels nice, nice and light. Comes in a beautiful hardshell case. Like, the cases are almost too nice, I think, because you're not, like, the percentage of time you actually see the case, unless you're using it to go, you know, bring the guitar around or something. I wouldn't use that case if I was gigging with it. Not at all. I wouldn't want that case to get all marked up. It's so nice. I think that's it. I think I covered it, all three. So we got all three here. I'm just gonna hold this one so you can see all three at the same time. Yeah, let's go top to bottom for all the parts. And I'll say what I like, okay? So tuners, I give the win to not the locking tuners. I actually prefer these. I prefer these vintage style with the top little thing. You go like that and wrap around. I like those the best. I do. I've always liked them the best. They're lighter. I'm not saying I don't like locking tuners, but of the three, that's the ones I like the best. The Squier tuners are the cheapest. They don't have the best quality. Okay, moving down the nut. I don't have a preference. Tusk. I don't notice the difference between nuts, right? They say the material, if it's cut right and it works, then it works. So I don't really think that matters. The neck. I think I like the satin feel on that one better than, I'll say 1, 2, 3. In terms of neck feel and shape, that's where I'll go. Because none of them are bad. They all feel nice. It's just a little bit, you know, there's subtle differences. Okay, tone-wise, this one wins for me. You'll probably not like it in this video. That's how it always works. People will be like, oh, it sounds like crap. But in the room, when I'm playing these three guitars, I like the gritty, skibbity riz, sorry kids, sound of these hand wound. I don't know if they're underwound. Anyways, what else? I do prefer that one has 22 frets because more is better. 22 is bigger than 21. So that's always good. I don't know if that's good. Is it good? I like the frets on that one better. When I'm saying that one, I'm talking about the Player 2 modified. What else we got? Did the pickups. The Player 2 modified. Okay, let's talk about just like value. In terms of, like, we're looking at three guitars here. The Squier is $230. The Fender Player 2 is $1,049, which is 4.5 times the Squier. And this one is $4,400. I don't know if I said that yet. $4,400 US. It's 4 times more than the Player 2 modified. And it's 19 times, it's ridiculous, 19 times more than a Sonic. I could buy 19 of these or one of these. Which would you rather? So in terms of value, and what you get in tonal options and everything, the winner is the modified 2, without a doubt. It's got the noiseless pickups with the 3-way switch, but also the series option. The other two don't have that. And it's got the locking tuners. This is the upgraded one already, right? It's already hot rodded, so it's the best value to me. Maybe the price doesn't make sense to you. I don't think prices make sense to anybody anymore, but that's another discussion for another day. So I'm going to say overall, though, which one do I prefer the most? If I came in this room, which one would I most likely pick up? I'm going to say it's a tie between this one and that one. I don't love this one 19 times more than this one, or 4.5, what was the number? 4 times more than that one. It doesn't work that way. So you got to get those numbers out of your head. It's not like that. It's more of a feel and a mojo. What does this inspire you to do? This inspires me to play some kind of bluesy riff kind of stuff. This one inspires me to play like some rock stuff. This one doesn't really inspire me. Kind of doesn't. It makes me, actually, no, this one inspires me to mod it. That's what this does, this Squier, because I'm like, oh, you could upgrade all these things. What could I put in that? I don't need to mod a guitar. Come on, stop it. And then I go back and I go on the internet and I look at other guitars. That's how it works. And play guitar about 99%, not of the time. 1% of the time you play guitar, 99% of the time you're looking at guitars. Okay, final thoughts. So I said which guitar I like, what I like about each guitar, right? Hope that was clear. Probably wasn't. It wasn't clear to me. I'm still not sure which one I like the most. But I will say, before we go, the neck, it's the most important part. So if you can play a guitar in a shop, that's great. That's always the best way to buy a guitar. If you can't, if you got to get it online and try on things like we used to do with Sears when we'd order something, like you'd order the GoBot, right? Or the Transformer, and then it'd be out of stock, and they'd send you the other one. And you're like, geez, come on, just don't send me something. I didn't want to be teased. Now I got to send it back. Got to go back into Sears and do the whole thing again. Anybody remember Sears? Sears, what was their motto again? Sears, when you're shopping for nothing. Tones aren't everything, right? I'll end on this. Tones aren't everything. What you're hearing over the internet may not represent what I've heard in the room. So what I think sounds the best will probably not sound best to you, because everybody's different. Everybody's got their own preferences. You're comparing, like you've got this tone in your head from bands that you love or music that you love. So you hear something that's not like that and you're like, that sucks. Like, I think one of the worst guitar tones ever is I think it's Crazy Train. Randy Rhoads for Ozzy. That isolated track, that guitar is garbage. But in the context of a mix in the song, sounds fine. So I don't know why I brought that up. Anyways, if you want to get any stuff, like I said, there's no sponsor here. You can check out my Patreon. I've got tons of weird videos and music that are not anywhere else. And you can check it out for free. You don't have to pay. You can check it out for a week and see like, hey, this is cool. This is a good way to sponsor this channel when he doesn't have sponsors. Let me know what you think about each guitar. Let me know how crazy you think it is for this price, for this guitar. Let me know how crazy it is you think it is for that price, right? And the price is right. Thanks, Bob. Okay, we're going to end it there. Oh, I got links to everything. You want to see anything, you want to get stuff, helps the channel. That's all. It's always up to you. I don't really push it too much. Anyways, as always, play guitar and have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Good. Good, I hit record.